Hello
Oh,
and welcome, Realty Pros. Thank you for joining us for this evening's mastermind. We're going to go ahead and we're going to jump right in. We have Miss Angela Skipper, one of the Realty Pros here with us this evening, and she's going to be sharing. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn it over to you, Angela. Um, and this is, as Angela said, this is going to be interactive. Thank you, Angela.
thank you,
Thank you,
Anita.
thank you, thank you, thank you.
All right, I appreciate that.
Appreciate that, appreciate that.
We're getting our audio situated in here. I think we're all set. Because I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Welcome, everyone. I have some exciting information to share today, hopefully to help your business to grow as we wrap up our 2024. Just give me one moment. All right, can you guys see that? Yep. Perfect. Okay. So this evening, for our mastermind training, we're going to talk about fall prospecting activities. So, I was looking at a few things today. We are here almost at the end of October. What is it? What's today's date? 24th. Okay. So I wanted to just try to prepare you guys for the rest of the year, and more so immediately, as opposed to we have quite a bit of time still left in this year to generate some business and to close some transactions. But we have a lot of holidays coming up, and there's some that are right around the corner. And a lot of the times, I'll be on social media and I'll see all these people with these creative ideas. And I always think, wow, I wish I had done that. And it always seems like it's too late. So, and it seems to happen almost every year, these things happen. So I say all that to say, when you're doing your business planning for 2025, the way things are now, October, November, December, and those different holidays, make sure you carve all those activities and the marketing opportunities there into your 2025 year. And that's how you can avoid that feeling that I have sometimes when I'm looking at all these creative ideas and then I feel like I've missed out on them. So October sneaked up on us and November's are almost here. So I thought, you know what? I want to go over some things to show you, hey, if you ever feel like me and you're like, I missed out on this opportunity, it's not too late. So I'm going to show you a few things that you can do with not just, it's October. So we have Halloween coming up at the end of the month. Whether you celebrate that or not, there's still great opportunities there for all of us as real estate agents or anyone in, sales. So I want to share with you, Halloween is only 7 days away. And you think, what can I do last minute? Because it is kind of last minute. We have 1 week left. So I'm going to go over all the different things that we can do with all these different events that are coming up, some that we overlook and some that are right around the corner. So let's kind of jump through here. Again, this is fall prospecting activities, connecting with clients and communities for the holidays. That's going to be our focus. So why should we prospect this fall? Now, we can all engage, and please share if you're able to. If you want to unmute, this is that one opportunity, just unmute and chime in. But why should we prospect this fall? Like I just mentioned, there's lots of events and things happening right now. And when I say that, these aren't just the holidays and we're in the house and we're with family, but there's a lot going on in the fall. There's festivals, there's all types of things going on that we can take advantage of as realtors. I feel like throughout the year, we're so programmed and structured to, run our business. But at the end of the year is when we get to have a little more fun. We get to get out in the community and just enjoy being around people, volunteering, participating in things. And I think that's probably one of the most natural or fun things about our business is that we build relationships. And, it's the time of year where some people feel like, I didn't make my goal. There's no way I'm going to achieve this at the end of the year. So kind of get to let your hair down and just enjoy the end of the year, but still prospect and take advantage of the opportunities. So why should we prospect this fall? Because the opportunities are there. There's holidays and observance themed events. Okay. And I'll explain what that means in a little bit. But again, the opportunities and then just we can make meaningful connections with not just family, but just people in the community. If you've missed the opportunities there, you don't know your neighbors, now is the perfect time of year to actually engage and get to know them. So we're going to start with Halloween because it is 1 week away, 1 week from today, actually. So these are just a few things. I'm not going to focus just on Halloween because everyone doesn't necessarily participate in that, and there's so many other opportunities. So this information will be for everyone. But I wanted to also mention this fall festivals and fall, festivities and just different, fun activities throughout our community. So here are a few things that you can do between now and Halloween. There's pop buys. We were just talking to a Realty Pro here who was talking about different things she's doing to prepare for her event this weekend. And you can go out and get to know the community and share some information, as well as some little gifts and things that are fall related or, whatever type of holiday is upcoming. You can take advantage of the different themes because people get kind of excited about that. But pop buys. You can deliver holiday treat bags with a message in your business card. So one thing that's interesting, we always go out and we look for business. But at Halloween, it's that one time of year where people are knocking on your door and you're happy to open the door. Everyone who's afraid of door knocking, October 31st is the one time of year where there's no fear. We get the door knock, right? And we go there, and the best part about that door knocking is that everyone opens their door, right? And they do it with a smile, and they welcome you, and they're giving away candy, right? So when my daughter was younger, I took advantage of that opportunity, and I would put little goodie bags, make little, different things, put your business card in there, and leave a tip for the homeowner, something. Be creative, use ChatGPT, but be creative. You can put candy in there. You can put a little treat in there for the homeowner. You will be remembered because no one's giving them candy. They're handing out candy to everyone, right? So it's a great opportunity. If you have that fear of door knocking, your day is coming up. Take advantage of it, right?
Yes, I'm about to do that.
Yes. So here is another one. We have Porterhouse has a few listings right now, which I'm excited about. There's some coming on the market this weekend, some that have been on for a little bit and they're getting a little bit more activity. But with these open houses, you can take advantage of the opportunity as well. So how can we do things a little differently? Let's say we haven't had much activity at our open house. Well, you can always theme it out a little bit. I know Darlene's our creative I don't know what to call it, artist in the brokerage. And Darlene has had listings where, as part of her staging, she actually had a listing where she did fall decor and things like that. And it was a hit. So you can do things like that with your open house. But if your open house has a theme, around Super Bowl, we did Super Bowl themes. But we have an open house this weekend. You could always do a little twist. Saturday can be one theme, Sunday can be another one, right? But it's just something to make it fun. And if you're going out knocking on doors and inviting folks, it's a little twist you can put on it where they think, hey, this is different. And it makes you memorable, right? And they'll think that's that realtor that had that really fun open house. But the whole purpose is to get folks to come out and see the property. So you can definitely do that. Social media contest. It's interesting. You can do, be very much engaged in social media during this time. People are posting their pictures of their kids and their families in these costumes. Encourage or sponsor a costume contest. Encourage folks to send pictures, and then maybe people on your page can vote. There's all these different things you can do to be creative, but it doesn't have to just be with costumes. Some people, they get their pets involved. But it's just a way to engage and be memorable and just put yourself out there. So no, we're not a secret agent. We're about to just really go hard in the community, on our social media, just to make sure people know who we are, and it will increase, hopefully, our following. But one thing I wanted to mention about social media, in addition to like costumes and contests, you can do a pumpkin carving contest. Encourage everyone. If you did this tomorrow and posted that, you still have 7 days to say, hey, on Halloween or on the 31st, we're gonna vote and we're gonna pick. So it's not too late to do some of those last minute activities. One last one I'll share in addition to pumpkin carving. I had a doctor's appointment earlier this week. And when I went in, this was actually at Bowie Internal Medicine. And I'll post this on my social media page for you guys to see it. But they had a table display of all these different decorative pumpkins. And you get to vote who had the most creative pumpkin. So, whenever I go in there, I engage. So when I post this, I'm promoting some, another business within the community. So many people will want to follow your page to say, hey, I want to vote for those pumpkins. Hey, that's a great idea. So these are just activities. Again, we're letting our hair down while having fun towards the end of the year. And you can increase your engagement and your following tremendously during this time by just being kind of organic, natural, and just enjoying the holidays. Okay. So I can't wait to post that. I'll put it in WhatsApp. And you guys can grab that. Anyone can share that post with this doctor's office, but they were so creative. And I think that a lot of people will be interested and want to share that because they want people to vote as well. Themed marketing, you can send out postcards, emails. Don't forget constant contact. You haven't done a flyer for Halloween. Again, it's just a week away. If you want to do a fall, how do you maintain your home in the fall? Go ahead and send those tips out. Remember what you're sending is not just a touch, but the more value you bring to that person who you're sending that to, they're going to remember you and they're going to want to hold on to that information. So it's cute when we do some of these little things, but make sure it's something that's valuable to the person you're sending it to. So they'll want more. They'll want to keep coming back for more. And then as far as your marketing, and these are a few examples that I found, don't let the market spook you. So some of your tags that you put, you can finally door knock. Remember, it's the one day of the year where door knocking is so welcome. But these are some creative tags that you can use. Winifred has a new listing coming up. Beautiful listing alert. Boo like for the ghost. So you can be really creative with these and share them. If she hasn't done them, she can throw these together. These can be favors that she gives out on Saturday and tell people to encourage them to invite people out on Sunday. So her Sunday open house is going to be, everyone has to go. It's going to be like the party of the century. And then community engagement. There's lots of activities going on, festivals, pumpkin patches. Just go there. There's so many people there, and just attend those events. Maybe next year you can host or sponsor one of these events because you'd be able to gather and collect so much information and contacts and leads. But, there's so many trunk or treats. If you don't want to participate in your neighborhood and you want to give back to the kiddies, pull your car up to a trunk or treat or register to do one, hand out the candy, and, maybe decorate your car in something that's real estate related that would make you a little bit more memorable. But those are just some Halloween and fall festivals and things. Let's move on. So other than Halloween, what else is happening in October that can encourage us to get more involved in the community? October. We're in the month of October.
Leaves falling.
Huh? Leaves falling. Okay. Any other holidays or okay. So, and I'll bring up and that's past us. But the reason I bring it up in October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, right? And then I know, and then thank you.
No, that's why I didn't.
Correct, right. So any event or anything that's happening. And I believe there are other awareness causes that are happening this month. But don't just focus on the holidays. A lot of the times if we can bring awareness to breast cancer. So for me personally, it's very personal to me because I have people in my family who were affected by breast cancer. So some of the things that you already have, October, we still have the 7 days left. I can tell you I've engaged so much with people on my social media page. There's a young lady who I follow who does Zumba for a cause. And there's so many activities. I promote her events all the time. If she's any of these causes, you can bring awareness to them, which will, in essence, affect, breast cancer awareness. So we all have these like magazines that we use and we give them away at our expos. And when you can give these away during a holiday or some type of event, but you can always just do a flyer and attach the theme flyer to our basic magazine, right? So I have an event that I usually do. It's called Blessing Baskets. And we collect baskets and give them away to families who are in need during the holidays. And I have my little flyer. So if I have my little flyer, I can put it in my magazine. I can door knock. And not only am I sharing this awesome magazine or marketing material, even if you don't have the magazine, you can share the information about your cause and what you're trying to do. So you can get some support. One step further, whenever I order my magazines, I always get the pink edition because, again, for me, I engage in a lot of activities to support breast cancer. So you don't have to have all these special things a pink ribbon will do for the holidays, fall leaves and different color leaves, all those things we have access to that we can do to just, kind of be more festive. Does anyone have anything to add for October? None here. Okay, so we're going to move on. So just to touch on this again, breast cancer awareness, pink themed item. If you're going to a restaurant or to an event, invite a couple of friends, invite your past clients and say, hey, we're going to meet at a happy hour, or we're going to meet at the pumpkin patch. We did this last year as a brokerage. We all went to the pumpkin patch, rock your pink. You can do all types of things to bring awareness, but invite your past clients, invite your present clients so that you can, we're real people who do real people things, and we want to just invite folks and just make them aware. So sometimes you can have a client appreciation event, and those things can be costly. So if you didn't plan in 2024 to do that, then it's fine. Create a last minute event and then just invite everyone on your social media, invite all your friends and family or whomever you want to that event. You invite 20, usually 2 will come. You invite 200, you might actually have 20 who will come. So it's just a way to get people out. Again, you can do social media campaigns and any type of branded pink materials. Another thing is Veterans Day. Do you guys know when Veterans Day is?
November, it's always after. So this year.
It's the second week in November. And it sneaks up on us. So it's like, oh, so if this is something you forgot about and you didn't plan it for your 2024 marketing, make sure you go into constant contact and prepare those flyers now so you're prepared. Okay. So acknowledge and celebrate a local veteran. Perhaps you have someone in your family who you want to put on your social media page. Again, these aren't your typical real estate activities. This is just getting involved in the community, taking a pause for a minute, and then just recognizing people in your life. Tell those stories about different people. Allow them to share their story and just engage and get to know folks and just, it's like we just being regular people. But you'll see that they need to get to know you. We talk about being a secret agent, but say it again. Right. So again, social media outreach, you can send out cards, thank you cards, and then any type of community involvement. If there's an event happening, just take an hour out and volunteer. Okay. It really does make a difference. Then we have Thanksgiving. So I'll just kind of zoom through these because it's pretty easy, but you can host a Thanksgiving giveaway. I want to bring to your attention, if you are not aware and if you did not participate last year, Porterhouse, our very own brokerage, we participate in Project Give Back. I had to print it out to make sure I had the date. But we'll share those information. It actually was shared recently. Khadijah put it out. But this is a community event that, you can attend. Capture what you're doing. Show people, hey, I'm getting involved. Because again, it's a day where we get to take a break from work and then just be regular people doing regular things. So that's one event. A gratitude themed pop by. Thanksgiving is a time to just be grateful. When you're making your touches, we talk about how many touches you need a year in order for you to, remain relevant to someone, right? But it's the season of gratitude where, all you have to do is pick up the phone and let someone know that you're grateful for something or just thank somebody for something that they've done. So sometimes when you don't have the words or the script, sometimes it doesn't have to be, anyone who wants to buy and sell a house. Sometimes your call might just be, hey, I was just thinking of you. How are you doing? Or I appreciate something you did. Make some calls and just, with that attitude of gratitude or appreciation. Again, Thanksgiving mailers, if you were, didn't do those before, now is a good time to prepare those. You can go right into constant contact for your Thanksgiving emails. Prepare them now and schedule them to go out because guess what? A week before Thanksgiving, we're busy, right? We're doing a lot and, things creep up on us. And then sometimes we have closings that we didn't expect and then we miss out on that opportunity. So make sure you take care of that in advance. Local food drives. And then again, Thanksgiving recipes. We love to eat. And everyone has, some people say, well, should your macaroni and cheese have egg in it or should it not have egg in it? And these are fun things that people talk about. So maybe do some polls on social media, food related, share some recipes, but definitely engage with folks. You guys have anything else to add for Thanksgiving? No? Okay. All right. So we're going to move on to the holiday right before Thanksgiving. We want to call it that.
This one before Thanksgiving.
So I kind of backed up a little.
That's Winifred Williams' birthday.
Oh, we got a Realty Pro birthday in the house right around Thanksgiving.
No, the 5th of November.
So I bring this up because this is an important day for a lot of people. If it's not for you, it's definitely a time to Black Friday. Lots of opportunities there. Now, we don't have necessarily a product to sell. You can partner with other folks. You know, when people find out, oh, there's some sales going on, be the first one to put out that list. You'll become the page where people are like, man, that is a resource for everything, right? So if you know the latest sales or the hottest items, you know, post them, share that information, and, you know, others will, you know, be attracted to your page. So any type of special offers, you can do email blasts, social media engagement is what it will encourage. And then another thing, for Black Friday, people think they're getting deals, right? Why not send a market update? Let's not forget we're still real estate agents, right? So it's another opportunity to send a market update. You know,
And just what Bright was saying earlier, how you can go on to Bright and you can just get, you know, it's there for you. All you have to do is just, you know, in the market.
Yeah, so we did a training earlier on MLS Touch, and to that earlier, and so yeah, there's a lot of opportunities there for us to use that app to, you know, share some of this market activity. And then lastly, just to support a small business. Other companies that have specials, you know, I'm watching restaurants and food places and things, they're being creative around this time as well, right? So whether it's Starbucks and all these places, your Black Friday special could just be, I'm giving away Starbucks to the first however many people who, you know, purchase a drink that day. So there's all these different things you can do to take advantage of these opportunities and promote. So that actually wraps up the upcoming holidays that I wanted to talk about. I wanted you to be prepared, not just for the ones that take place between now and the next month, but the ones that are actually going to take place within the next few days. So just keep in mind that, you know, it's not the last minute. We still have the opportunity to, you know, share some things, and just to, you know, make awareness for some of the causes that are out there. I brought some things here today just to kind of give you guys an idea, and I'll show you a few examples. I don't even know if you can see it on the screen. If I put it up, will it show?
We were able to see the
Perfect. Okay. So for those in the office, we'll get to touch these. Everyone out there, you're just going to have to take a look. But we talked about gratitude, and we just had an incredible expo earlier this month. And, you know, we follow up and we reach out with the folks who not only attended, but the ones who were invited who didn't get a chance to attend. And then those who, you know, we would have liked to have come. But if you haven't reached out to them, call them, say, oh, I called them, I can't reach them. Sound out a thank you. So these are just some thank yous that I send out to my folks. They got a call, but they don't know they're going to get a thank you in the mail. And it just says thinking of you, or it says, oh, hello, or it says, thank you for coming. But these are just thank you cards that I randomly send out. If I happen to bump into someone and I have their address, that's the one touch. It was an accident. But the second follow-up, even if I bump into someone I haven't seen in a while, is it was nice seeing you the other day. So you can always send out these, have these on hand all the time, and set a goal to send a thank you card out, maybe 10 a week, maybe 10 a day, whatever, you know, you take care of that. But always have them on hand. I have boxes of them. I think I bought a big box at the beginning of the year. Write that off on my taxes. The goal is to just try to use everything in the box. Then you can get, we had these little cellophane bags we use for favors that we use for our expo, but these are the little bags. I like these here. They're small. You can get them in any size. You can put your business card in here. You can put some candy in here. So if you're trying to do something for next week, I ordered these 2 days ago. So if you say, hey, I want some of those, they have them in different colors. They're very inexpensive. I believe they're $10 for a big old pack of a whole lot. Yeah. So, these are little things you can always have on hand. Imagine in your purse. It's so funny. I'm not going to mention any names, but when we get time for around the time for Expo, I always take these mini Expo cards or flyers and I fold them up. And so when we're out just being regular people and we bump into folks and we start talking about real estate, everyone knows Angela has these in her bag. So if someone forgot theirs, it's just, I'm handing them out, because be that person where you always have these little things in your bag. If someone is polite to you at the grocery store and they bag your stuff up, just give them something to say, I really appreciate you, and give them a little treat or something, but it goes a long way. So the same little bag, I'm gonna show you what I did. You can print these out on Canva, but this says bright pink, be breast self-aware, and it tells you what to do as far as how you should take care of yourself, breast cancer awareness, what is normal, what is not. That was one thing you can relate to folks. And then I printed out another card that I found, and it basically it says, what is it? It talks about some statistics and some myths, or, oh, it can't happen to men, or, oh, you have to be in your 60s. So it just brings more awareness. Again, I put it on both sides so you can see you can do whatever you want. But while I'm out doing regular things, someone walks down the street, I just give them something, a small little gesture of kindness to share something with them. And then lastly, I'm going to show you guys these. Now is the time. If this happens to me as well. We're not even going to get into Christmas because we have so many incredible trainings coming up, and people are going to share so much information that I don't want to really get into right now. But if you're the type who wants to send out these calendars, this is one from 2024, one that I didn't hand out. However, if you want to send out 25 calendars, now is the time to purchase them so that you can get them out in December or at the end of December. You don't want to be sending these out in March. So now's the time to order these if you want. They are inexpensive. I personally order these. There's no place like home, because they have no date on them and I can use these forever. And this one right here is just used as an example because it says 2024. There are all these different themes, warm wishes for the holidays. You can use whichever of these you want. I have these in the office for those who are joining us today. And then I even have a happy anniversary. So every time, someone has a 1-year anniversary for the home purchase, then they get one of these as well. So there's all types of things that you can do. They do not cost you a lot. One last one that I have, this one I keep in my purse all the time. It says, thank you, a referral from you would brighten our day. I don't have to know you to send this to you, but I'm sending you this cute little piece of paper. My information goes on the front. A little secret I'll tell you, what I usually do is on the very last page, when they run out of paper, they're like, what is this? Something I don't really care about. Put a little Post-it or a note here that says, contact me and I'll send you another one, or a QR code that says, if you scan this, I'll send you another one, and then you stay in touch with that person. So, unless you guys have any questions,
That's a really great idea.
we can talk for Q&A for 30 minutes. Is anybody on here?
Yes.
That was excellent information, Angela. I'm excited about several of those things that I heard.
Great. I'm excited about them too.
I'm gonna come and take some of your stuff, Angela.
Who is that?
Rhonda.
I have lots of it here for those who are in the office. You all know when I do a training, I usually try to give these things away. So whoever's in the office, look at all this. Look at all this. That's the benefit of coming in the office. So Rhonda, this is the one I've saved for you, just as an example, so you know which ones to order.
Okay, yes, please save it for me. Yes, ma'am.
I got you. But if you guys have any, I would like for you to share any. I mean, I know we didn't cover a lot of the holidays. If there are other things that are happening that you want to share, there's so many different ideas. I could go on and on. Originally, I had a list of, it was really long, much longer than this, but there's just so many different creative ideas. So just the different events that we talked about. Today, you can go online and just look up all the different activities. I'll share, I think I mentioned to you, I have a young lady she's a breast cancer survivor. And she posted on her social media page, I'm going to be at this restaurant in Upper Marlboro 3 times in the month of October. I promoted her event. she has one, the very last one next week. I'll go there. I'll say hello. I'll give her a hug. And I appreciate, I've been following her, the young lady with the Zumba. I've promoted her event and donated to her cause. So this is what I like to do. And it's not necessarily business generating, but it gives me again a chance to just kind of relax and enjoy this time of year to just, get involved and just, help people and promote the things that they're interested in as well.
And then I know it's not necessarily geared towards, like, give me your business, but it does, it leaves a very, a good impression.
Yeah.
So that, when people are thinking, they might be considering it or hear of someone else who's considering, then they think, oh, I remember she gave me that, whatever,
Yep.
whatever.
Well, it's interesting you say that, and I'll bring up something that I think is a challenge for a lot of people. When we're doing these things or we're just giving back, even at gift time or Christmas and we're gifting things, a lot of the times they say, oh, it's tacky, don't put your business card on there. Well, that's, a matter of opinion. However, you don't have to put your business card on there. You alone are the lasting impression. You don't have to pass business cards out everywhere. Now, I'm not going to be the one to say don't give them your card, but if you're building a relationship with someone, you don't have to give them your business card, but you can say, hey, I'd like to give you a call. Can I get your information? Well, I'd rather have that than to give them my business card anyway, because then I can have a little bit more control over sending them more information and or contacting them. So it's just, hey, it was great catching up. Let's exchange information. I don't have to pull out a card. Oh, by the way, I'm a real estate agent. You can do that. But when you hand out these things, they care about this. Again, we talk about giving things that are valuable to people. I don't know if you guys are aware of some of these things here as far as breast cancer awareness. When I read this, I thought I didn't know all of this. So if I didn't know it, someone might be interested. And if they're not, tell them and say, you can pass it to them and say, if this isn't for you, just pay it forward, pass it on to someone else. And you can put on here, presented to you by your realtor. You can put your information on there. Your name and contact information can be on there. And it does not, you can put your business card in here. I have my business card right here. And when I hand out these candies, you're going to know exactly who I am. But all these things we talked about are not necessarily real estate related. But when we talk about the value, the fall, home maintenance tips, I like listings. I can send these out that say home maintenance tips. This is what you should be doing in the fall. When you, as far as leaves and power washing and things like that. So you can get these in different sizes. I'm gonna tell you what's great about these too. When you're door knocking with these, if you've door knocked, sometimes there's not a way to put these things. This has a little hook. So you can hook it on the door, you can hook it on all types of things, right? But just a few suggestions on things that, you can do to try to stay relevant and then stay present in your community.
Like it.
I like those, Angela. I want to remind everybody with regards to the business card aspect. We have virtual business cards. So you have multiple options. So if you're in a space and you say, okay, well, in this moment, it would be tacky for me to, hand a physical business card. You pull out your hi, hello, or you pull out your dot card and you have it electronically. So you say, if you're in that conversation and you say, hey, what's your information? Let's exchange contact. You're putting yours into your hi, hello, or your dot card, and it's automatically going to send them your virtual business card. So they'll have it saved in their phone as a contact. So if they ever do a search for a realtor or real estate, then Angela Skipper is going to come up. So let's make sure we utilize those, but always collect information and always leave them with your information. And I want to make sure that we are not shy about who we are and what we do. Every time we drive past the Starbucks, everything you see has Starbucks on it, right? And if they're doing charity, everything they're giving away has Starbucks on it. And we spend a whole lot of money there, right? It is all about making sure people know who you are and what you do. So I love that, Angela. You keep putting your cards in those bags. Doesn't matter what anybody says.
You know what, Jasmine? Can you hear me? When I have these out, my card's on these. Well, not the ones I'm getting today, but my card's on here. And like I said, if you put on the very back, once I use all the pages, I'm like, well, what am I going to do with this thing? It's still great because it's got this big magnet Angela on your refrigerator.
There you go.
actually make it to the back, then that means this little thing that I gifted you was very useful to you and you used it. So to put a little something there, it can be free coffee. Free coffee
Yep.
on me. You got to do is call me and it's yours. You can put whatever you want on there, be creative.
Nice.
You know, these go a lot longer than 1 year if you allow it. Because and one thing I like about the last page is the date, it's a date calendar for 2025. The other ones might say emergency numbers. Well, guess what?
Mhm.
Most clever thing on the emergency number, you put your realtor number on the emergency number. You know where it says emergency contact? Put realtor, realtor, realtor. They will get a kick out of this. You need a plumber, you need an electrician, call your realtor. You know?
Mhm.
I'm
I
funny.
like it. I would like to see us do some type of pop-up event at whether it be a Starbucks or something like that. So if anybody wanted to participate, you can determine how much you want to sow into your clients. As an example, if you say, okay, well, I want to invest $50, so I'll purchase 10 $5 Starbucks gift cards. And the first 10 people that come there, per my invitation, they're going to get that Starbucks gift card, right? I would like to see us do some type of porterhouse sponsored event like that, where we have, as many people as possible come by to do it. And we'll have people from the community who then, it could be either our clients, past clients, or even just people who come in from the neighborhood. They receive free coffee on us, courtesy of Porterhouse International Realty Group, and all of them are going to get our information. So if that's something that you guys are interested in doing for the holidays, everybody would participate. We'd all go together, and hopefully we can get us some Porterhouse t-shirts by then if anybody doesn't have them. But that would be
I
something
definitely would
great.
be interested in that.
Yeah, that would be something great along the lines of just giving back.
Well, I just want to comment on the coffee gifting. So I have like on National Coffee Day, you can go to Starbucks's website and I can select, I can throw in 20 emails, and I've done this. So every client I have for that year, throw in all their emails, and then on National Coffee Day, they got a message from Starbucks that said, Angela, whatever you wanted to say, is gifting you a coffee or whatever, and it's just like, thanks for working with me or sending me referrals or whatever. And it was great because then it was that day where everyone was calling me, Angela, thank you so much, right? And if the person didn't use it, you could reassign it to a different email. What I like better, well, I like that idea, but with what Jasmine's proposing is it allows us to be face to face with not just our clients, but then new people. So while we're there and they're like, what are they doing? Well, we'll tell you why. Do you want to be on our VIP list? Right. And then they're like, well, how do I get on your VIP list? All you have to do is either follow, do the survey, QR code. All you have to do is be in my contacts and follow me on social media. You can come up with whatever you want, but they want to be a VIP. And I think what's important is more than just you be a contact, you can come to these events. But if you make it, if you're my VIP client, well, how do I become a VIP client? Better yet, instead of just saying, scan this or follow me, you either have to have done business with me or refer the client to me. Now that person's like, wow, I want to be your VIP client. I'm not ready to buy a home, but I'm going to send someone who does. And then now we have people sending us, leads. So there's a lot of ways we can kind of stack, piggyback on all these great ideas to just take advantage of all the opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. And the beautiful thing about that is there's no set amount that you have to invest, and everything's going to have, your business card. So along with the coffee, there should be some type of handout that is absolutely branded. So whether it's, the magnets or whatever it is, there should be something so that if you say, okay, well, I want to do $25 worth. So I have five, cards in increments of $5 that I'm going to give out to five people that, I come in contact with. It is not anything that's too exorbitant in terms of the expense, and it gives everybody the opportunity to participate and be face to face.
Yep. The what do you call the cups that the covers that go on the cups to keep it
You cozy or something.
The
yeah
sleeves.
a sleeve, thank you. But you can have some porterhouse sleeves. So if we do a Starbucks event, perhaps we could use porterhouse sleeves on our Starbucks coffees or something that just adds to it. So I do have one other idea, and I didn't want to get into December holidays because I guess I could have. I didn't know. Normally I can go, but I was online looking at different things even to prepare for this. And in the past, I have done fundraisers where, well, you volunteer. I remember doing this at like Barnes and Noble, and and you can do it in Macy's and different stores, and that's free gift wrapping. You just sit in there and you just wrap people's gifts. But I looked online, all your gift wrapping paper has houses on it. So they have, holiday winter wonderland with houses, gingerbread houses. So the theme is houses. They can pick the wrapping paper, this blue gingerbread house, these pink, you know, landscape or scenery. Then you have, these are red and green, these are gold and white, but everything has houses on them, all holiday. So it's snowy scene that's got houses on it. But we're doing free gift wrapping, the realtors, and everything's got houses on all the wrapping paper. So that's one way you could be in Macy's and just wrap all day. And not to say, some people take a donation.
Right.
But maybe we'll wrap this. All you have to do is while we wrap it, maybe they do a survey, or maybe, and we're just making ourselves known. We get to talk about real estate. I will wrap that gift so slow so that I can talk about real estate, right? But it gives you an opportunity to talk to people. We're giving up our time, our services to wrap these gifts and all this house wrapping paper, and we get to engage with folks. So,
Right. So now where would you be able to do that?
So I've done it at Barnes and Noble. You contact them, they'll let you set up a table. Usually they do it for nonprofits, but we're not even trying to raise money. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you can put a jar here and give a donation, but you just have to talk to different establishments. You might either go to a shopping center, or you might be able to go to like Macy's or places like that. They may allow for something like that right in the entrance or a corner of their store or something.
Or maybe, well, then never mind.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're going to be outside
Right.
wrapping
Right.
gifts. So we've done it, and people, again, we did it at Barnes and Noble many years ago. So if like the Barnes and Noble still does it, like these bookstores, people go there, they buy gifts. We're going to wrap your gifts. And the great thing about it is they come in with all these gift bags. Let's say Bowie Town Center. I've gone to Victoria's Secret. I've gone to all these stores and have all these bags. But then I go into the bookstore to buy a gift. We don't care what your gifts are. We just wrapping them.
Right.
So.
I don't know how to rap, but that
So Winifred's going to be doing all the talking.
Yeah,
She's not very good at rapping.
I cannot, it be messed up, but I do talk.
But I mean, that was fun. We did, again, you don't take your time. We did it quickly. It was so pretty.
Okay.
But I looked online the other day when I was preparing for this, and there were so many different wrapping papers. And I thought to have a house on each one was a subliminal. The realtors did all of this. So I just think it would be nice to kind of engage and say, hey, we're going to be at this location. We're going to wrap your gifts, and then just wrap gifts for people to talk.
Do we need to call now to maybe?
You can, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So I'll mention one other thing. I mentioned to you guys I do like vendor shows.
Okay.
There are so many vendor shows between now and Christmas. Fall festival vendor shows. And what happens is if people have arts and crafts and they're selling their candles and they're selling all these different handcrafted things that they're making, and what better place than and I am going to be at again Glendale's vendor show in November. I'm preparing to wrap their gifts. If I'm going to sit, I don't have a product. So if I'm there with just wrapping paper, you guys buy from all these wonderful vendors. I'll wrap your gifts for free while they sit and we talk real estate. How's the market? And we just have these questions. So I may have them fill out a survey, which captures their information while I wrap their gifts.
Great idea.
It'll be fun. I'm going to be there anyway, so.
Great ideas, Ange.
Yeah.
Ange.
So there's so many other things that we can do, but it's just, you can be anywhere and hand these little things out. And all you have to do, again, we have 7 days before these events. Go into your constant contact this weekend and prepare whatever type of materials you want to send out. But just keep in mind that it's fun to say, hey, I'm celebrating this and I'm celebrating that. And that gets looked at rather quickly, and then we move on. But if you have, Halloween tips or home tips, one thing I'll tell you, a great raffle that you can do between now and Halloween is, and you don't even have to participate in Halloween to do this, but you can have a big bucket of candy You can have bags of full candy bars, right? And that's your donation, and you're raffling it off. Say, hey, who hasn't purchased their Halloween candy for Halloween? I'm raffling this off on Monday. Everybody wants this, and when you come up with whatever you want them to do to win the bucket. So the bucket is so that they can hand out all the candy. They can do whatever they want with their bucket. They can keep it, they can eat it, or they can say, hey, if you haven't purchased your candy yet, it's another way to do a raffle where you're giving them the candy before the holiday so they can do whatever they're going to do with it.
A lot of great ideas, Angela.
So we just got to get to work and stop procrastinating. So what I would like for everyone to do, I don't know how many people are on the call, but I just challenge everyone who can hear my voice to implement something, regardless of, what you practice or what, holidays you celebrate. But between now and next Thursday, I challenge you to take advantage of doing one of those, what we call a last minute type of thing that we normally wouldn't do. But take the time to either send out the, something of value, share something, send some thank yous. Definitely do that. I have cards. Again, these are the cards for people who, if someone refers someone to me, here's my thank you. I send them one of these calendars, and it's the handwritten note that thanks them for referring folks to me. And that's it. And it's unexpected, and they're really excited to get it. So, but I challenge you to do something between now and Thursday. And I'd love for on Thursday, before maybe Realty Talks, share with us what you've done. Throw it in WhatsApp. If you're going to do something, throw it in there, because there's only a fraction of us Realty pros on this call. I challenge you today to put something in WhatsApp that you intend to do before the next 7 days. And then on Realty Talks, tell us what you did and how it went. But put it in there, because you need to hold yourself accountable, right? Put it in there, because I'm going to ask you. But if you don't put it in there, I'm going to ask you, hey, why didn't you drop something in there? You're afraid to commit to a 7-day challenge. So just do it. It's only going to help you out with your business.
I like that, Angela. I think I'm gonna do the thank you cards.
Anita's gonna do the thank you cards. What are you going to do,
I
Winifred?
don't know. Let's look at it. Can you go back to the first one you did, the first slide?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'll have to skip through
I'm
them.
trying to start it over again. No, I'm not trying to start it. I'm just trying to think of something I could do.
So before you
gave us some-
before you exit this call, tell me what you plan on doing so that we can at least
I
help
know
you
I'm
get
gonna do a
there.
pop by. I'm gonna do a pop by.
Okay. And what are you gonna, for what particular occasion? You're gonna do that within the next 7 days?
I'm doing the next 7 days.
Tell us a little bit more
Oh,
about
I
that.
know I'm door knocking I'm definitely door knocking for Halloween.
Okay.
So I'm gonna.
Winifred's taking advantage of I'm gonna
Yeah.
door knock, because that's the day to door knock. What are you gonna do on Halloween when you door knock?
I'm gonna knock. They're probably gonna look at me crazy. So
No,
that's
they're
the
not.
thing, 'cause
And you're
I-
gonna be knocking like everyone else. You could wear your regular clothes, or you could put on something.
I'm gonna put on a business jacket, my famous little checker black and white realty jacket, something else. Oh, I got this little dress that looked like it's a stripy dress, but I look like a coach or something in there. I'm gonna wear that. I'm gonna have on my porterhouse, and I'm like, hey, I'm a realtor. But that's my dress.
And what you're knocking, are you giving them some? What are you
I'm
giving them
gonna
a value?
Definitely gonna give them my business card, but I'm thinking of maybe like it gotta be something of value. So maybe like something to do for the fall, or
If you're knocking on doors, they're already homeowners. So maybe you could just go to ChatGPT and say, what are some fall, home maintenance tips?
I got that.
You could do something like that.
Okay. I need that.
And if it's a community you're knocking on the door for, then you can say, do some market updates. They're expecting people to knock on their door, but you're the only one who's gonna knock on the door and give them a market update or
says, you know how you do the prospecting?
Yeah.
And I'm finna market a actual community for a year.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go to that community. That's gonna be my first, because they already got my postcards. That'll be my second to introduce them.
So before you go to bed tonight, put that in WhatsApp, what you intend to do. And what are you gonna do? Anita's doing thank you cards. Who else is on here?
Well, Winifred, what day are you doing the door knocking?
She's on Halloween.
On
She's gonna
Halloween,
she's going to
okay,
be a
people,
real
you
estate
cannot,
agent.
yeah, you cannot
Okay.
answer the door.
Everyone's gonna answer the door except for when they don't have a light
Yeah, we
on.
don't have the light on. So the people who got lights on knocking on their door. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, because I'm one of those that turn my lights out because I don't want anybody knocking on my door.
well, I can tell you this: if their light is on, they will open it.
They'll open
Yeah.
it.
Oh yeah, they sure. Well, they expect that when the light is on or
Ron,
Halloween.
what are you gonna do over the next 7 days?
I don't know. I'm thinking about it.
Okay.
I'll definitely put it in WhatsApp
Or
over the
you
next couple of days. I have to think about it.
So I challenge you before you go to bed tonight, even if it's something small, commit to something small, and then you can commit to something larger over the next few days. But try your best to put something in WhatsApp tonight. There are a lot of people who miss the training, and I'm sure they want to be here. And just seeing what you guys put there would be a little bit of the motivation they might need, or say, hey, we like copying different people's ideas because they work and someone else thought of it, so we can just do it. So pick something small, Rhonda, and then later on you can do something a little big. If you say, I don't know what I want to do, Angela, then do 10 thank you cards. But commit to something.
Yeah, that's what I said. I may actually do the thank you cards.
Mm-hmm.
I may actually do those.
And if you have a new role in real estate, Rhonda, what a great way to share with
If I
folks.
have a new what?
A new role, or if you say, well, I'm doing real estate a little bit more, I'm putting a little more time into real estate these days. Now it might be a good time to just reach out to those folks. If you say, oh, I'm gonna make 50 phone calls, then put that in
Mm-hmm.
WhatsApp. Put whatever it is, something that's achievable that can be done in 7 days.
Okay.
These little things, Rhonda. If you want to do some of these little things, maybe just
Yeah,
do a
I definitely need to see that again up. I'll pop up there. Are you going to leave those? Are you going to leave that anywhere?
Rhonda, if you commit to 12 of these, I'll give you 12 of these little baggies. And then by next Thursday, you're gonna have to give, I don't care what you put in them, but you're gonna put your business card and some candies in there so you can give those out. But you got to commit today, and they'll be yours
Oh,
tomorrow.
I got you. Yeah, I'm committed.
Is
That
any
that's easy.
okay? So I think that, I can't wait to hear, like your responses, what happened when you guys did these things. Um, y'all didn't ask me what I was gonna do, but that's okay. I'm going to.
What are
Well,
you gonna do,
you
Angela?
already look. We already assumed that you doing all of these. No.
I'm going to my breast cancer magazines. I'm going to hand these out. But I'm actually trying to do an event. I'll let you guys know. I'm gonna just do this random. It's a restaurant I've been wanting to go to. I'm going to go there. I'm going to put on social media that, hey, it's going to be for this cause. And this is, maybe it'll be like something on me. But I do intend before next Thursday to go to an establishment and have folks there. So, again, I'll have all these little things with me, but it's something I've been wanting to do this month, and I haven't done it yet. I have 1 week left to wrap that up. So in addition to this spread, that's something that I'm going to kind of step outside of my comfort zone to have like a little mini event where just a little get together. That's all. It's like a little happy hour, and it'll just be like, hey, come hang out with me for happy hour. And it's at a place actually. So I've been trying to decide what place. There's a place in Crofton that all their proceeds for the month of October, they donate some of it to breast cancer awareness, and they have a cause there. So
What
that's
day? When are you doing that?
that's what I have to decide, but it'll be done before Thursday. But that's what I'm committing to.
Okay.
Then make sure you put the invite in there too.
Well, I'm gonna put it
If you're
in.
gonna do a flyer or something, put it in.
It's going to be very impromptu, but I'm going to just post it and welcome folks. And you come, you don't, you don't. But I'll try to give as much notice as I can.
I'll be there maybe, hopefully.
So I have, like I mentioned, the girlfriend, she has down at OTI in Upper Marlboro, they've had two different events that they've had, little pop-up type events, and they do have one on Halloween. So if you don't practice that type of thing and you want to support a cause at OTI, I believe their last event will be next Thursday. And you can support, again, they let you know which organizations you're supporting. Sometimes you may want to read up on them first to see if it's somebody you want to support, but they're breast cancer awareness types of volunteer organizations. So just to put that out there as well. So, but if that's it. I can't wait to see everyone's post in WhatsApp. And then and I can't wait for Thursday for when Anita opens up our Realty Talks. You can share with us, what your experience was like.
WhatsApp, so I put up committees.
Your experience will be a little different because you're going to be door knocking the day that we have Realty Talks. So just tell us about your excitement and tell us what you've prepared to hand out to folks. Yes.
Why would she be doing that day?
She's door knocking on Halloween because that's the day to door knock.
That's what I'm doing.
But Realty Talks is going to be before that.
Right. So you're doing it during late locomotive time. Okay, got it. All right. Got it. Okay. I'm still muted because you're. Thank you, Angela. Thank you for the challenge. Thank you for all of the tips. We really do appreciate it, and I'm glad. Oh, Mrs. Porter is clapping. I thought she was raising her hand. And thank you for the challenge and really helping us to realize, that there's still time left in this year. And, there's still a lot that we can do to participate, and whether that is directly and or indirectly as pertains to our business. Because the thing about it is even if we are not actually giving someone a physical business card, people are impressed to know that you care. And so when they do have that real estate need, they're going to remember you. So that's really great. Thank you so much. I also want to, and Angela did mention it, excuse me, the Project Give Back. We are trying to get as many people registered for that Project Give Back. And so Khadijah did post it in WhatsApp. And so so I'll tell you, it's on the 23rd of November. And we are going to be preparing baskets. And so that is the earlier shift. I can't remember offhand because I don't have it in front of me, but that's the earlier shift. But I'll tell you really seriously, we had it's so great, to be able to participate in something like that. And just, you're not there to receive anything, but you're there to give. And so we want to make sure that we go out as a brokerage and we represent and we give back. This is a time of year that a lot of organizations are doing things like this. And Mr. and Mrs. Porter have been supporting this organization for a long time. And so we're privileged to be able to join in with them as far as the support is concerned. So please, if you have not yet registered, go and register, because I want to be able to submit a complete list to them that shows Porterhouse's participation. Angela has a question. Mm-hmm.
Is that just for Porterhouse agents? I think before, like, your family can come. But my question is, are we limited as to how many people? Because it would be nice if we had a Porterhouse event that we did open up to what we're calling our VIPs or our past clients to be able to participate, if not this, but to participate in an event or open it up for them to join us with something like that.
So and let me know, Mrs. Porter, if I'm, not on track, but I don't see why it cannot be opened for everyone. It will be up under the Porterhouse umbrella. However, as many people as we can get to come and join, that's great. And then another great advantage to that is for the students who are trying to get community service. That is an excellent opportunity to be able to, get your get some of your community service hours. So please, what would you say as far as those outside of Porterhouse? participated, Mrs. Porter?
So that was a great question, Angela. And yes, the more the merrier. And there are 3 different ways to participate. So anybody who would like to get involved, you can either, number 1, make a contribution that will go towards purchasing the food. 2, show up bright and early in the morning with us to box up all the food. Or 3, make the deliveries. So it's an assembly line, right? So you can bring, any of the children, any of the family, past clients, everybody is invited to participate.
There an age limit?
Thank you.
And I just will really quickly reiterate that, because some people might say, what time is it? Normally 7 o'clock, 6:30 in the
Right.
morning when we're there. So some people might say that's a little bit early for me to do it, but I do want to do something, right? You can do delivery. You can drop those boxes off. I want to say we did, what was it? I don't want to misquote, but it was thousands and thousands the
Right.
last time. And we were so grateful to see how far it has grown. Mr. Porter started that back in 2004 when he was a school principal in his school. And that organization has grown just by leaps and bounds ever since, he left education a while ago, but we've still remained involved. And it's just amazing. So there were, probably 1,000 people there, or at least hundreds of people there that were volunteering. So I would be happy to have as many people that come under the Porterhouse umbrella as possible. It's an
Right.
opportunity, like you said, for us to serve.
Right. And then Angela asked if there was an age limit. So I'll say this from my experience last year, they had really young, people there. I mean, children that were actually serving. So I would say, as long as they can actually, participate and be of, a help, then I would think that it would be okay for them to come, because really it is good for them to learn, you know, the earlier in life, the better.
Absolutely. And the various roles that were available in there, some people were behind the assembly line to simply put an item of food in a box that the other person who was on the other side was simply carrying down the assembly line. So if it's a child, maybe they're in the line that has the box macaroni, and maybe they're just taking a box of macaroni and putting it in every box that goes by. So it wouldn't be anything that's too cumbersome. A little person wouldn't be able to lift. They simply would be designated to the space that, only requires a limited amount of, physical strength or whatever have you.
Yep. Oh, and what did you, Angela? I didn't hear your last. Okay.
Oh, the shirts. Are we
Oh,
gonna have some shirts by then?
so yeah, it would be really great if we had shirts by then. Well,
Yeah. So if you have your Porterhouse shirts, wear your Porterhouse shirts. If not, if you want to grab something quick from Amazon to do, a
like a real
realtor,
estate.
real
Mhm.
estate, yep, or something like that from Amazon. But either way, we want to, represent.
Mhm. And then for those of us who are on the call tonight, also, if we could share this, information perhaps with other realty pros who weren't able to make it, that's great also, because we do want to have a good representation.
Excellent.
Okay. And I think that's probably it for me because my throat keeps getting scratchy. So
Okay, cool.
thank you, girl.
And just to confirm, this is November 23rd, correct?
Correct. November 23rd.
Okay. And where are we meeting? Because I was looking in WhatsApp and I didn't see it.
I'll post it again.
No, it's
Well,
Okay.
an email Khadijah sent
oh, it's an
out.
email. I
Oh,
thought,
it's an email.
4 o'clock,
Okay.
4:03.
yeah. So it's on the 23rd. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm fairly certain it's at the DC Armory, right?
Here you go.
Oh,
Yes.
yes. And so what I love about that is that there's parking there. So, we'll just all meet there. And then what we did last year, everybody just, showed up there, and then we found each other when we got inside. And so that's I think how we'll do it again this year. Okay.
Great.
All righty then. So any other questions or anything anyone else has to share? All right. Thank you guys for joining us this evening. And you all have a great weekend. Oh, Winifred, as she mentioned, her open house is this Saturday and Sunday. Please feel free to join. She did post it in the WhatsApp, and gave us a generic flyer, so you can promote this flyer as your own. You can post it on your social media and everything, but it's Saturday and Sunday from 11 to 3 at 10 Rivers Edge Terrace in Indian Head, Maryland. So please, if you are available, join. I'll have Winifred read. What I say, 1 to 3, 1 to 3. Did I say 11 to 3? 1 to 3, 1 to 3.
Is that Saturday and Sunday or just
Saturday and Sunday. I apologize, from 1 to 3 at 10 Rivers Edge Terrace in Indian Head. So Winifred, if you could just repost that again in WhatsApp so that it can be fresh. And then also, Angela has a listing that she has also, there's a listing for a home for sale, and she has also provided a generic flyer in WhatsApp as well, so that you can use that and you can market that, and so we can get those closed this year. Okay.
Winifred, I can also I can help on Saturday. I'll let you know about Sunday. I'm not sure about Sunday, but I definitely can help you on Saturday. So I'll be there.
Okay, great. Great.
And I know
I'm gonna
and
I gotta get Angela to show me how to do a porterhouse open house, as I was told. So I will get that info from you right after we finish.
Okay. Rhonda, I apologize. You had something else?
Oh no, that's okay.
Okay.
The only person, since it's a small group of us on here,
Well,
I
hold
think the
on a
only
minute. I'm gonna go ahead and I'll stop the recording. I just realized we're still